Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, and today it's a personal YouTube reading for a beautiful soul. Her name is Lilith, and this is reading for her. It's basically the YouTube reading. It's when you order reading from me and you actually sharing this reading with everyone on YouTube. And this is amazing because it's kind of like recorded reading that you can keep for life, and it's also reading that can help others if they can relate or if they want to find information that actually resonates, so you can keep it to yourself as well. And this is one of my favorite readings to do. And let's start. So first of all, I'm using tarot. Lilith is very amazing. I've been contacting your spirits and connecting with you for the past few days, like 6 days in a row, because you're actually very interesting. You chose this name, Lilith. It's very difficult name to choose and to carry every day with you. It's an amazing name. It has a lot of connections with demons and darkness. So it's like by default, you're choosing to be there. You're choosing to be on the other side. And it's hard, but it's very rewarding. And I like that you chose it because it is who you are and it is the essence of you. And it's so great that you already know that and you chose this name. And I'm going to pull a few cards for you. I already did your past lives and I have them ready. And you had such an amazing past lives and they still affecting your life nowadays. And a lot of things that you do subconsciously are actually coming from these past lives. And I'm going to tell you one thing. First of all, you are the born witch. And because of that, because you are also protected by a lot of demons, it's very hard to read you. So it's very hard to access you in the astral plane. It's very hard to see your Akashic records. And this is amazing because it's very hard to read you, it's also very hard to hex you or harm you. It's very hard to do any harm for you. And it's very hard for any other witch out there or any other mage or anyone who works with spirits to actually like have an access to you. So you're always protected, you're always guided. And this is amazing because you are so gifted, but I feel you're not using your gifts. And sometimes you are very open. You attract a lot of others people into your life subconsciously. You don't even notice how many people want to be in your circle, how many people want to be near you because you're beautiful, you're healing, your energy is very strong and powerful. So they just go, they fly to you and they always want to be with you. And sometimes they drain your energy and sometimes they're jealous of you. And it's this all negativity might affect any other human being, but not you. This is really good. So sometimes when you feel drained, it's not because you actually like doing something wrong or it's a hex or something, just because you give out too much energy. And just go to hermit mode for, sometimes it's few hours, sometimes it's few days, just like don't go out, stay home and regain your energy, regain your strengths, like, because it's necessary. It's necessary for you. That's how you can become yourself again. It's like you need to hermit. So I'm pulling a few cards just to see the general message what's gonna come. And before I'm gonna open the cards, I actually wanna start with your palms, because this reading, I also read the palms and your palms are really amazing. I'm gonna start with your right palm. Your right palm is the destiny palm. So as you can see, have a look at your palm at home and notice that you actually not following your destiny whatsoever. For normal people, it's not really positive because sometimes destiny is amazing and then some people get distracted by life and they don't follow the destiny, so they have miserable lives. In your case, it's actually amazing because you're building the life for yourself and you're building better life that the destiny were supposed to give you. So literally by destiny, you were supposed to be someone normal. You were supposed to lead a normal life and have a normal job, and that was supposed to be your destiny, but you chose to say no to it. You have the specific sign. Any of you who's watching, if you guys can see this like A on your palm here, so this line actually represents your career and it represents your work or the way you make money in life. So this A sign, it actually means that you're supposed to be famous, you're supposed to be very wealthy beyond your imagination, and you're supposed to be like a celebrity level. Lilith, for you, it's amazing because you wanted to be an actress. So to be an actress, to be famous, to be celebrity, to be seen, that is your destiny. That is what you're supposed to do. And this is the only thing that stays intact. So this is the thing that's going to happen to you if you work on it every day. So you said this is your dream to become an actress. You want to do this and you're supposed to do it, which is amazing. So you actually, in this regards, you are following your destiny. And I'm really excited for you because you're supposed to be famous. And this specific line of yours, it actually has like two different directions. So I feel now if your mind is settled for actressing career, I think in the future there's going to be another opening for you and you're going to be famous in something else. It's also going to be connected with being present and seen by millions of people. So it has to be like in front of the camera, but it's not going to be the actress. It's going to be something different, but your skills going to help you a lot. So for example, you might be the speaker person for UN, or you might be, for example, director if you want to one day, or you're going to be a producer, or you're going to be like, for example, performer or a singer. There is something in you that you like to do like every day for free, just for yourself. And this might lead to another career that you don't even think of having. Also, you have the specific sign, the rhombus, on your destiny palm, which tells me that you are born with the eye of a seer. It means that you can see and predict the future, and you have vivid imagination, and you have crazy dreams, and the dreams have tendency to come true, especially when you see others people. And this sign also means that you can become amazing astrologer or amazing tarot reader, or any type of readings that you can do to predict the future for people. And this is something that you're born with. Also, you have here on your finger here the sign that is gives you like third eye. So it means you were born with your third eye opened. It means you can see into the darkness, you can see into the realm of spirits, you can see demons, you can see ghosts, you can see people who passed away, and you can even see animals who passed away. You actually have very strong connection to animals. And I know you have a kitty cat named Lilith Eve. I think you guys met in your in previous lives before. You have very strong connection. So it has something to do with the sign. It means you've been working with animals in your past reincarnation as well. So that's why you have this connection with your kitty that you can even understand her, I think. Like you guys actually can talk to each other. And you are born in a very unusual way. You know, like usually people have like one specific line that starts in a specific spot that represents them entering this realm. You have two lines. It's like your physical body came to this dimension, but then there is another line that shows me that your soul joined from other source. It's like you have two different souls living inside of you. Even your past life number is also 2. 2 is very important for you. It's the duality of your persona. It's the duality of your higher self. Your higher self, actually 2 entities, one black and one white. It's like you have darkness and light inside of you, intertwined in the most crazy, beautiful possible way. And this brings you the ability to be flowy like water. You can always find a way from any situation. You can always understand anyone in front of you. You never judge, and you accept everyone for who they are, because deep inside you always know that things are not as they seemed. And this is amazing, and this is a very rare thing to have, because not every human are able to be open-minded as you, and not every person is understanding as you, and patience is something that you have to the next level. You are patient when it comes to people, for you can forgive a lot of things, you can wait for them to change, you can't give them so many benefits of the doubt. But when it comes to yourself, you actually so hard on yourself, and you're never patient when it comes to self-transformation, for example, or achieving your goals. You want things to come faster, and because of that sometimes you suffer, because you leave projects behind because it's taking so much time. I feel this is part of your personality because you're very connected to fire. You are flexible like water when it comes to others, and you like fire when it comes to yourself. If something not happening, if you not happy with the results, you just set everything on fire, burn to the ground, and then move on. It has something to do with you being a witch. So you're a born witch. Your biggest gift is to be able to see people. Your biggest gift is to be able to predict the future. But also you're born with an interesting situation. You have specific sign on your palm that tells me that you've been in love with a demon in your past lives. And when it comes to life, in this lifetime, you are kind of unlucky in love. This is your, like I said, it's the right palm, so it's still your destiny. So even when I look at your left palm, when it comes to love, it's even crazier and more confused. I think I feel like this confusion because you're a beautiful person. You have so many people around you who want to be with you, but when it comes to love, it's never happening. There's like something always comes in that messes up the relationship, or it's something comes that it's ridiculous, but you're never able to like have something like normal, I would say. And this is because you're a born witch. This is because you have this attachments to the realm of demons. So if your partner is not as crazy powerful as you are, there is no real connection. You have the ability to live with one person for the rest of your life. You can live with one person for like 50, 60, 100 years if you want to. But deep inside, it's not enough. This part of your palm here, it has so many tiny lines. Each line represents human soul that comes in contact with you. This part of your palm is extremely unusual. I've seen it only a few times in my life, and it tells me that you have so many people entering your life. And sometimes it's like you yourself confuse love with friendship and friendship with partnership. And it's because you open up yourself in the most amazing way to people. If you allow someone to come to your life, you give your all and you expect the same in return. But a lot of people that come to your life, they actually not deserve you whatsoever. They're not as special as you are. And because of that, you can have these meaningful connections. I'm going to tell you one thing. You're not normal. You're not like normally human. You don't have this human presence about you. You're not really connected to the 3D realm. You're not connected to the normal, tangible, physical world, because you have like two souls living in you, and the one that came from another world, I would say it's underworld. This soul is dominant in your mind. It's dominant in your body. This is the soul that I would call your higher self. And this is the soul that never lets you be grounded, never touch the earth. You always flying. You have this amazing like flexibility in you that you can go any place at any moment. Like you never attach to one thing. You can build a nest. You can make any room that you live, or any house, or any like even a tent. You can make it so comfortable and beautiful, and you have like really good designer instinct in you. You can design a lot of things and be very creative, but you can build a nest, but you never want to stay in it. You can invite people and they're always going to say that your place is beautiful. It's like it's so artistic, but you yourself don't feel like home because you don't have a home. Your soul's supposed to be flying from one country to another. You don't even have, in your future, I don't see that you live in one specific country. I see that you have 5 different houses all over the world, and the places that you can call home, but you don't have to go and live there. You just have them. It's like there's always a place for you to stay, but you don't want to have one place. You don't want to like live in one place for a longer time. Also, your line that represents your physical body, it's reversed. It's kind of upside down. It tells me that you have the ability to live more than 100 years. You asked me about your healing energy and like healing message, and I'm gonna tell you this: you are an energy healer yourself. You can heal yourself, you can heal others. That's why people always get attracted to you and they come and share some kind of weird messages with you. It's only because you can heal even subconsciously. Like standing next to a person your energy is already healing. Just being next to you, it's enough for people to heal. I see when it comes to having kids, if you ever want to have kids, you can have 2 children, but it's not necessary for you. It's your choice because you have like the biggest sign of the witch. So when it comes to like giving birth to something, you practice witchcraft, your presence in, like, for example, social media and other people's life, being celebrity is what I would call your kids. This is your legacy. This is what you're supposed to leave behind, the things that you've done, not necessarily children. But if you want to have kids, you can have 2 healthy kids if you want to. You also have another mark of the mage, which means that you're supposed to practice for yourself. So for example, when you have any questions, you can pull tarot cards yourself. You can do any type of readings you want. And you're not supposed to become a professional in it because it's just enough for you. This part of finger here, it's very unusual. It tells me that you don't have connection to your family. It's like your soul chose your family because it was the best option for you to become who you're supposed to be. But it's not something that fully represents you as a human, as a soul that been here on earth for centuries before. Your family is your, like, it's your, I would say, the only ground you have, the earth that brings you down sometimes in negative way, sometimes in positive way. It's something that gives you ability to be human, to be normal, but it's not something that's actually gonna change your life or something. It's very interesting. Like I said, it's very hard to read you, and it's very hard to even access this information that is supposed to be so normal. And in your case, like, I don't see that you connected to your family whatsoever. You might love them, you might be good to them, but it's just not there. You are so different. You are so high above. Like I said, you always, when I was trying to access you, I saw your wings and I saw you flying. It's like you always there, like in the world of dreams and the world of spirits. Like you're more there than here. It's very hard to catch your human essence, but I think that's what makes you standing out. That's what makes you unique, and that's what's gonna make you famous, and that's what's gonna make all of your dreams come true. Also, the shape of your hand, if you notice, it's very artistic, it's very gentle, it's very beautiful, and it's very aristocratic. I see that you have actually blue blood in you. You have very good ancestors. Like, blue blood actually means to being born in the family that actually have like ties with kings and queens and like dukes, and they have like really good like bloodline. So you come from this like very good aristocratic bloodline, and you have it in you, the way that you represent yourself, the way you carry yourself, the way you walk. Like you always the center of attention, but it's not something like negative. It's always positive, because it's very rare that like not a lot of people have this, because sometimes we don't even care how we look or how we carry ourselves. You're always beautiful. That's why you can become an amazing actress, because it feels like you're always acting, because this human life for you is also like a play, like an act. It's like you always feel that you're watching yourself from the side. It's like you're living in a movie or in a play, because it doesn't feel real to you. Because like I said, you have 2 souls in you, and you have the ability sometimes to switch them and to have a look from the side, which is crazy unusual, but like super fun, I would say. When it comes to your past lives, I channeled some interesting things for you. So one of the first reincarnations that you had, and I think I already mentioned that you're an ancient soul, like not even old soul, ancient soul. One of the first reincarnation you had is actually Mesopotamia, ancient Mesopotamia. You've been practicing witchcraft there, and you've been a priestess. I think your connection in this lifetime to occult, to readings, or being excited when you see reading, being excited when it comes to supernatural realms, it's because you used to do it yourself. And because you've done it more than 17 times in the past. You had more than 17 reincarnations when you've been a witch. and you've been practicing, or you've been a mage or a priest or a priestess, you always had reincarnation where your work was practicing the craft. That's why in this lifetime it's not necessary for you, but it's also part of your soul, and you also connected to it and get excited by it. It's like your soul remembers the past and it wants to just reconnect. And another interesting ancient reincarnation that I was able to channel for you, it's ancient Iran, and you actually were practicing one of the world ancient religions. The name of it was Zoroastrianism. So you actually met the person, the Zoroaster, the one who kind of made it like worldwide famous. He was a prophet in a way, so you used to be his best friend, you used to follow him, and you used to know this religion from the first like lips, like you heard it, your ears heard everything he said, and you had the deepest knowledge of the religion, and nowadays you still carry it within. So when it comes to like sigils that gonna bring you luck or protection, for example, if you want to put something, like when you go to a job interview, or when you need good luck, for example, when it comes to dating or meeting someone, or if you're about to buy something and you need like help, or when it comes to like paperwork or anything in life that you want, you can put some kind of sigils like on your hands, like in any part that is not even visible. So use the sigils and use anything that come from like Zoroaster. You can Google it and you can find like a lot of interesting sigils. You just have to repeat on your skin the same sigil, and that's gonna work for you because this is part of your soul still. When it comes to your like performance and you wanted to be an actress, it actually has a very interesting connection. I even got the name for you. You used to be in 19th century Russia. You used to be a prima ballerina of Mariinsky Theater. So you used to be ballet. You were a prodigy. You were one of the best. You were like prima ballerina is it's the top, literally like of the career ladder that you can get as a ballerina. You were even doing performances abroad in different countries, but you were so well known. Your name was Yekaterina Vazem. You can Google her. She's even, I saw her show up on Wikipedia, so she was a living person. There is some photos of her. If you're gonna be having troubles like accessing this name, just let me know, like send me email and I'm gonna send you the name and maybe even link to Wikipedia. So her life, she spent 17 years dancing in ballet. She started when she was 15, so her whole life was dedicated to ballet. In this lifetime, this is why maybe you never chose ballet again because you had it, but when you were a ballerina, your dream was to be an actress. But back then in Russia, in 19th century Russia, being an actress, it was something shameful, something that a good girl would never do. And ballerina was something that is actually good for aristocratic girl, for a girl from high society. So that's why you went for it, but you were really talented. And in this lifetime, you have these fears. When it comes to you becoming an actress, there is, I can tell that you're an amazing actress, but there is a fear that you have deep inside, some conscious fear that sometimes when you reach something good, you are sabotaging yourself. This is the fear that comes from that lifetime, because being a ballerina were always hard because a lot of people were jealous of you. A lot of people were trying to sabotage your career. A lot of people were trying to like break your legs, like literally. A lot of people were trying to poison you so they would take your place. So all of these fears, guards, you also had like this, sometimes like phobia, so even like very specific like things, or binds, or like even trying food when you were out. So a lot of fears, a lot of blocks that you have from that lifetime. So that's why sometimes you're subconsciously, one of your higher selves subconsciously trying to sabotage you. They're trying to not make it happen for you, because subconsciously you know the price to pay for being so famous and so well known is the jealousy of others, is the hate of others. It's a really high price to pay, and subconsciously you're scared. So next time when you feel that you're sabotaging yourself, remember that this is from your past lives. It has nothing to do with this lifetime. And try to remove this block and try to never give up. Just go forward. The moment you see that you receiving some kind of offer, but you feel deep inside that you want rejected, check with you. Is it you rejecting it, or it's Ekaterina from 19th century is rejecting it? And I think you already have what you need to become successful and famous, because you used to be like the face of Mariinsky theater that still stands in Russia. And it means you already have it. Your soul knows how to do it, and you are capable of doing it. So just like go for it, go forward, and don't be scared. One of the other interesting reincarnations you had, because you had so many reincarnations, honestly, since ancient times, and I'm not, you had like a lot of reincarnation when you used to be just a mom and staying at home and waiting for your love to come back home. And that's why you don't have even this, maybe in this lifetime, you're not supposed to have, not supposed to, it's just you don't have to have kids because you had them so many times before and you know what it is to be a mom. And these reincarnations, I'm not going to mention you because you're very ambitious and you have a long way to go, and I'm only mentioning interesting reincarnations that might be helpful to you in this lifetime. Another one that I really like this one because it was reincarnation in 11th century Italy, and you used to be a friend and a companion for Matilda of Tuscany. So she was this lady warrior. She became a wise queen in the end, but she was fighting. So can you imagine in like medieval ages, a woman who is fighting, a woman who is like politician, who is standing for politics, for the things that she wants, and you've been with her. It's like you helped her tremendously. And this is still in this lifetime. This is this warrior inside of you. So when you see something that is not to your liking, or it's like this some kind of entity in you that wants revenge or wants to avenge or wants to help others, and sometimes it's like fire. It's like you cannot just like pass something that is not fair. This comes from that lifetime. It's still this warrior in you who wants to make things right. And this is amazing because this is like such a cool quality to have. And this has also come from that past life. And majority of your past lives were feminine. Like you used to be a woman a lot. You had also reincarnations where you were a man, but it's like those reincarnations were the most quiet ones. It's like every reincarnation you had, it was like peaceful reincarnation in one place. Like, for example, you used to live in a village among other Vikings, but you were the only man who would never go to war because you chose peace, and you had your own ship, and like a merchant, you've been traveling to all different countries and selling the things that you were able to grow, or for example, like furs, and you were buying different things and then reselling them. And you make a lot of money. It's like everything you touch, even this lifetime, it can become like money. It's like you have this like gold hands that anything you touch becomes money. Everywhere you walk in, you attract like other clients. Like even if you walk into an empty coffee shop and then a few minutes later, like the crowd comes in. And this comes from that lifetime because you were seeking just peace and wealth, and that's it. And you are very wise because you're not old soul, so sometimes your intuition is like strong as a cat's intuition, so you can predict a lot of things. You have this gut feeling that you're supposed to go there or you're not supposed to go there. So listen more to your intuition because it's very, very strong. Sometimes your mind gets in the way, and that's when the troubles become and starts. Don't listen to your mind. Sometimes listen to your intuition because it's wiser. Because when it comes to the decisions, sometimes you're supposed to make them with your heart, not with your mind. I'm gonna pull tarot cards for you because I was asking for the message. Of course, you're so unusual, even your cards are like crazy unusual. First of all, like I was pulling 3 cards, and as you can see, there is 4 cards for you. This card, this is actually, it's not a tarot card. This is like the bottom of the deck, and I keep it as a like empty rune. So this card means that you don't need to receive any message. It's like, it's not a tarot card, it's just like the empty card. It means you can create whatever you want. You're crazy manifester. All your dreams gonna come true, so dream bigger. And the cards really don't want to send you the message. The cards, they just want to tell you who you are. Like I said, you have two light and dark, like two dualities in you, two entities living inside of you. Like your higher self is also two persons. And you see, you are the Emperor. The Emperor is the most magnificent major arcana card because it represents the power of a king. And you have it in you. You have the power to control and lead others. And you stand on supernatural knowledge. Like this represents Beelzebub. You stand on the demons. All of this card is connected to demons. It's connected to Moloch, Beelzebub, and Asmodeus. So you are taking power from demons. You are taking power from the underworld, from realm of the darkness. And that's how you become the Emperor. And Queen of Cups, on the other hand, you have this beautiful floating energy, like very feminine energy, because you're a beautiful woman, and it's like you are all surrounded by emotions, by water. It's so beautiful and so different. It's like this card represents the light and love in its purest form, and this is represent power and leadership and the darkness also in its purest form. And this is all about you, like always this fight between the dark and the light, between yes and no, between like going forward and just staying put. Also, Nine of Swords, Lord of Despair and Cruelty, it came with the Queen of Cups. So if you, for example, if your heart is like crying, if there is something heavy in your heart, 9, it's the end of it. Whatever it is you're going through, whatever it is you're suffering, whatever it is you've been through, if someone, for example, cheated on you, or if someone wasn't good to you, if someone betrayed you, it's done, it's over. This person going to be punished, and you're going to go forward untouched. Someone is actually avenging you all the time. When it comes to being in a relationship with demon, it's usually they are protecting you, they are taking care of everything that comes. So I don't want to cross your road ever, because if you're mad, if someone did you wrong, poor them. Your demons are gonna like punish them and avenge you in such a way that I don't wish for anyone to have it. So never stagnate on negative situations, never be stuck in negative situations, because your demons are protecting you, and your demons are very harsh and very ruthless, so you're always taken care of. When it comes to controlling your two sides of you, two higher selves, I'm gonna tell you this thing, like I think even if it's not balanced, even if it's not peaceful, this is a beautiful mess. Keep it as it is. You don't have to combine them together. These two entities in you, they always know when to show. It's like when you need to stand your ground, the Emperor comes. If you need to be mellow, if you need to be like shy, if you need to pretend that you're a woman who doesn't know how to do things, and you're asking for help, the Queen of Cups gonna come. It's like you always, like water, know what to do and who to ask to come, and they know as well. So sometimes it's chaotic, sometimes you can go from super sleepy to super excited in a second, but this is what makes you unique, this is what makes you actress, and this is what makes you just this incredible human being that is not even feels like human. So just be yourself, never change, and accept it, because this is amazing. And the last part of our reading today is the candle wax reading. I prepared it before the reading, like I said, because you're such a beautiful soul, I'm using a lot of flowers here, dry flowers for you. So it's gonna be like my offering to you, to your soul. Today I'm using red candle because this color today actually is the one that was calling me for you, like the red, because red is beauty, red is like desire, attraction. It's also the feminine power, but it's also masculine energy, and it's also fire. And to me, this is your color, at least today while I'm doing this reading. This is actually a very unusual candle as well. I'm using it for you because this is the candle that I got myself from the Shamharush mountain, from Shamharush village in an Atlas mountain in Morocco. And this village is famous for the shrine to a demon. Shamharush demon. So this candle is from the shrine. So this candle is supposed to be offered to a demon. So I'm using this candle because I'm doing this kind of offering to you because you have demonic power in you as well. You are very connected to the underworld, and you are powerful when, the most powerful, I would say, when you are angry, when you're mad, you can just do crazy things. So when you want to manifest something, or if you want to avenge something, when you're sending out your energy, because you have the ability to hex people, use your anger, use it wisely, because you can harm people. But when you feel angry, just send it to the universe, like remove it from yourself. It's send it to the people who did wrong. It's not necessarily supposed to be people who actually did something to you. It's just like to people who are bad and negative. Send your energy to the universe and ask the universe to distribute your energy to affect the bad people around you or the negative situations. When you actually feeling negative, like when you're feeling low on energy or stuck, when you feel that you like irritated, for example, when you don't feel good, when you don't feel yourself, that's when the whole universe becomes upside down. Like everything you do or everything you're trying to do, it's always negative and it's not happening for you. It's because your energy strongly affects the universe around you, because you are powerful, you are a witch, and you are a healer. So when you don't feel good, instead of healing, you destroy. So make sure that if you're not in the mood, don't go anywhere. If, for example, you're not feeling good, but you want to go for a job interview, like you're not going to get that job for sure. So rather don't go. Only do things when you are in a good mood, because your energy affects everything. Even when you cook, by the way, don't put your negative energy in the products that you use, because it's also going to affect you and people who consume the things you cook. When it comes to your physical body, you're always going to be looking younger than others, because you are an energy healer. So for you, actually, your diet is very important. The healthier you eat, the longer you live, the better you live, and the more energy you have. The moment you eat something that it's your body, it's not supposed to have, or it's rejecting it, that's when your energy becomes like a poisonous energy. So even any product that you consume affecting you a lot. The same with things, like material things around you. If, for example, your surroundings are not nice, if it's dirty, if it's like older furniture, if you're, for example, renting Airbnb, or if you're in a hotel room and you can't stay there, it's because you feel the energy, and the energy is not good. You are very, very open to energies around you, and it's not necessarily just the energy of people, it's actually the energy of objects. It's the energy, even the fridge can affect you. Like, I'm really serious right now, because even the chair that you sit, if, for example, someone died in this chair, the spirit gonna haunt you there, because they're gonna see you. Being a witch like you, being someone who has the access to the underworld, it means that you are always open to the realm of spirit. It means that you are always there, and they can see you, they can sense you. It also means that regardless how you feel and what you do, they're always trying to contact you, they're always trying to be next to you, and they're always sending you messages, because they know that you can hear them and you can see them. It's so interesting. This candle is actually pouring the wax so evenly. So maybe in the moment, especially now when you're watching this reading, it's like you feel so like safe and calm, and that's why the candle is actually doing all of these things. It's like you have only good things on your mind, and I see that you have something really positive happening to you in the moment. It's like the universe is creating some cloud of abundance for you. There is something in the works that's supposed to become really amazing. So if there is like any kind of offer that's in the air, it's going to be positive for you, so accept it. If there is any kind of person that you have doubts in, for example, if there's a person that you're thinking of dating and you don't know if it's yes or no, it's a yes, it's positive. Something around you right now, it's very positive, and the next 4 weeks. So I would say I'm shooting it on September 5th. So until beginning of October, this is the month of the positive change, positive things, and positive decisions. So always accept whatever comes, because even if it feels negative, this is something beneficial for you at the moment. Like, this is a good month for you to do like the groundwork for your future. Also, I see that, like I said, it's impossible to hex you, it's impossible to harm you. Even jealous people, when they try to harm you, they usually get what they send to you back. And I see that you are, it's like you're very organized, you're very like tidy, clean, you're very like precise person, punctual. I see that you are very, it's like your place is always tidy, and this is really good. This is actually a very unusual quality considering your higher selves and the fire that's going on with you. I also see that you always have support of your ancestors, and I always like when it comes to the realm of demons, like you have the access to the underworld, but you also have access to demons. Like, demons are always with you. So it's like such a perfect tandem, such a perfect balance and partnership. It's like you have the access, but you're protected there, even if you don't know what's going on, but they are watching over you and they are protecting you. And this is something amazing, and something that is really, really good for you. You have this amazing, I want to mention this thing, you have this amazing understanding of good and evil, like not good and bad, of good and evil. You know sometimes that good things might be evil and evil things might be good. It comes from your past lives, it comes from your understanding of the world, of the demons as well, it comes from your ancient soul. And this is something very unusual. So regardless what's happening, you have the ability to recognize if it's a good thing or if it's an evil thing. It's a very unusual talent. I'm not sure if I've ever seen anyone who can do it like you and who can give this justice that is so unusual. Not like, I would say, human justice for sure. And I see that you're strong. You stay very strong. And you know, it's interesting, like I told you, I see you in the skies with the wings, like you're flying, but I also see that in your minds, you know that when you need to come back, you are gonna come back. And for you, maybe I wouldn't recommend meditation. Like, you are amazing if you want to meditate, but I would recommend you physical activity. If you want to meditate, it should be something physical, because you're already very open to the astral. You are open, you are there, and you're open to many dimensions. And I think now you just need to be more open to the 3D realm. You need to attract physical things. So do something physical. If you want to meditate, at least burn a candle or shuffle tarot. Busy your hands. And this is what you're supposed to do. To me, even your candle wax looks like a flower. So I would say that you love flowers and you get them a lot. And maybe even buy flowers for yourself, but I see so many flowers around you. Maybe some people told you that you even smell like a flower, because so many flowers all the time. You probably have a green thumb, so it means you can grow your own like plants. Like, the plants never die around you, also because you have healing energy. So this is something else that you can do for meditation, just like grow some kind of flowers in your apartment or have a tiny garden. This is something really good for you. I think I want to stop the reading here because I think I told you everything that you should know at the moment. I think there is so much work for you ahead as a person, as an actress, as a soul. And the best part for me is that all of your dreams gonna come true. So make sure that you dream bigger and make sure that you don't limit yourself to the things that are known to you, and never give up, because you're so amazing and so special, and there is so much ahead of you. Good luck with everything. Thank you for this opportunity to do the reading for you. I'm so excited for you to receive it and hear what I had to say. And have an amazing day and have an amazing life. And good luck with everything.